Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf Live here. Talking about breaking news. Last night was started the sixth season of the explosive own show, Iyanla's Iyanla's Fix My Life. Uh, Iyan, Hosted by Iyanla Van Sant, who is a self-made life coach. I actually met Iyanla about 2 years ago. I not really met her, but I ran into her. I was taking my pet sample to the vet. I won't go into detail about it because it might gross you out a little bit. So I took a sample to the vet and I just actually ran into her. She had a cat with her. We briefly spoke. That was pretty much it. I didn't want to have anything to do with her about trying to fix my life or anything like that. Kind of glad I didn't. Well, fast forward 2 years later, there was an episode last night involving the young girl, the 19-year-old, who found out that she had been kidnapped about 18 years ago. And the young girl herself found out that she wasn't her mother's daughter, or the one she thought was her mother, because she applied for a job and didn't have a birth certificate to validate it. And the mother had came out and expressed that she actually had that she wasn't adopted, and then she had took her away. Lo and behold, story came out. Woman got arrested. Young girl got back with her biological parents after she had been missing for most of her life and away from her parents. Iyanla got involved and got a hold of the young girl and the young girl's parents. The young girl did at some point did get to meet with her biological mother, but unfortunately, the biological mother did not want to meet with her and Iyanla. So, to make a long story short, Iyanla had to deal with the young girl on her own. Meanwhile, her biological father, I guess her boyfriend and somebody else was there. And Iyanla had got to one point where Iyanla was trying to do some additional intervention with the young girl to try to, get her to really face the issue head on. Because at some point, it was kind of like she still considered the one woman who kidnapped her as her mother because that was the only mother she knew. It's a pretty sad situation. But anyway, so Iyanla was telling the dad if the young girl tried to call, in essence, not to pick up the phone because she wanted to get her to face this issue the way Iyanla wanted to do it, and it kind of backfired. I think she didn't expect the young girl to flip out, which is what she did. That young girl was on a tirade. She was calling Iyanla MFers and all kind, everything under the sun, man. She threatened to beat her up and everything. And but she was completely disrespectful either way. That's another whole story. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've watched the Iyanla 6 years, and to be totally honest, this is way out of Iyanla's league, way out of her league. Um, I don't know. Well, one thing I do know, this young girl needs serious help, serious professional help, and I'm not necessarily blaming the young girl because the young girl was never around her biological parents. She was illegally taken away from her mother at the hospital. She never got to spend one day with her mother as a child. Never. Her childhood, her true childhood was robbed because of this woman. And this girl is feeling some kind of way about it, and that's understandably so. I wouldn't know how I feel if I ever found out, God forbid, if I ever found out that I wasn't my parents' child and I was taken away, even if I was adopted. I don't know how I'd feel. It would be something I don't know I would readily accept. But then I don't know how I would feel if I actually found that out, the actual truth. In a lot of ways, I don't blame this young girl for getting mad. I kind of blame her for getting mad at Iyanla a little bit, but then again, Iyanla was out of her league with this one. I think she should have gotten professional help for this young girl before this young girl even got on television to talk about it. That I do blame Iyanla for, and that. Iyanla should have never got this far with this girl on this. She should not have. And that I will say. Shouldn't have even came down this for her. At all. Because I don't think Iyanla was professionally equipped or ready to deal with this issue with this young girl. It was definitely out of her league. There's no question about that. Iyanla is a life coach. She's not a psychiatrist. She's not a psychotherapist. She's a life coach. That's all she is. This girl needs serious psychological help to deal with this issue. Not that she's mental, necessarily, or anything, but the fact that she was told a lie her entire life of a woman who wasn't her biological mother and who kidnapped her from birth. That's hard. And I hope it's a learning lesson for Iyanla, because you just can't deprogram that young girl like that thinking you know what the fuck you doing. Excuse my French. Because she didn't. She really didn't. This young girl was not equipped to handle this kind of situation. That was almost reminding me of what the situation was with Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina, who was never really in the spotlight until after Whitney passed away. And then they focused on her, the media, and Oprah. Back to Oprah on another network with her aunt, Pat Houston, almost doing the same thing. You know? And I felt that was messed up. You know? Just like the young boy who got locked up for 3 years in jail for something he didn't even do in New York. And he eventually committed suicide. I think what you do with guys like this, or people like young people like this, at a certain age you know they're adults, but they're young adults. They're just really getting to learn about adulthood and about life. And to put them under that kind of public pressure like that is bullshit. I think, if anything, they should be getting professional help before you even get to that point of actually talking about, well, we're going to interview this kid because this is a hot topic. No, the hell with that. Get them help that they need. And if they feel comfortable in the interview after they got the program or got the help that they need, okay. But beyond that, the hell with that. Get them the help that they need. That should be of utmost priority. Iyanla had no business getting into an expertise that she has no expertise of at that point, because this thing was way over her head. You know? But I will admit that the father is not going to be able to deprogram her like he claimed that he could do. Nah. Dude, you didn't want to go there. But Iyanla is not the one to actually be able to do it herself. You know. I know she means well, and she does, and I see it's from her heart. But you know that this was a situation that you did not have any real expertise to. The girl was confused. The woman who kidnapped her, who she thought was her mother for 18 and a half years, got locked up behind bars for doing what she did. And her biological mother didn't even want to have nothing to do with her at this point. She's torn. She's sad and confused. She told Iyanla at one point she didn't really bother, but deep down, it is bothering her. You know, you don't know your identity. You don't know your real history. You don't know who your real family is anymore at this point. It's a really sad, sad situation, and I really pray and hope that this young girl gets the help that she needs. I truly do. I truly do. This is DJ Wolf. That's pretty much all I got to say about that issue. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Let's pray for this young girl, because she really needs all the help that she can get. But not by Iyanla. No offense, Iyanla. I met you. You come off as a very nice woman. You're practically a neighbor. Not really, but I'm just saying. I ran into you down a couple of times, but Iyanla, there's only one thing I'm going to say about it. Stay in your lane, dear. Stay in your lane. All right, guys. It's DJ Wolf. I'm out.